Hello and welcome to week 2 of Pregnancy Flow. Today's focus is on the element of tree, and the element of tree is really connected to pregnancy. So the element of water is connected to the amniotic fluid and to inner knowing and stillness, whereas the element of tree is just like that little seed that's planted in the soil, bursts up and starts to expand and grow and move. That is the energy of tree. So pregnant women are definitely in that energy because they're being asked to grow and expand, and it's growth with purpose. So as baby grows and we're being asked to stretch and grow with baby, it's movement and growth that has a purpose of creating and birthing new life. So if this upward creative, expansive energy is blocked, we can often have tightness through our sides. We can feel stuck. We can feel irritable. We can have headaches. We can feel like we're going round and round and we're not getting anywhere. Whereas when it's in flow, we are purposeful, we're creative, we're alive, we're playful, and we're using our voice authentically. It's really connected to our voice and playful energy and joy. So that's the theme of today. And as always, we will start with more modified yin practices. So it will be lots of focus on the hips, the sides, stretching throughout the intense part. But the initial yin part will be slow. And then just like a wave builds up, we'll build into the intense part of the practice through more Pilates-based exercises. And then we'll move back into the softness, the yin, the feminine to close. So I invite you now to get comfortable, and you can come into a seated position. You might want a block under your hips, or you might want to sit on a bolster if you have one. Or you might want to sit in a chair. See what feels good for you. So closing down the eyes. We're going to begin with some gentle sound. And really allow yourself to receive the sound. There's nothing to do with it, nothing to, to tune into or to breathe. Just simply let yourself receive it. Exhale to lengthen. Feel your body soften, surrender as this sound moves through you. Grounding into the space, feeling your hips, your pelvis root down into the earth. Root it below so that you can rise into this practice. And this rooted place is essential for deep listening and connection to your body, your breath, your baby. And you can let baby know now that you're here, you're present, you're listening. Feels good that you're open to receiving any messages, signs, symbols, visuals, sensations. Remembering that your baby is playful. This is a little baby after all. They are just infused with unconditional love for you. And they want to play with you, they want to have fun, they want to feel joy with you. tapping into that playful energy, that alive energy. You can breathe in and kiss your baby. You can blow them little kisses on the exhale. Game with your baby. How do they like to play? And just notice what's here, notice what's moved, what wants to move, what energy is moving through you, what energy have you picked up from your baby. What do you feel, sense? Beautiful. Okay, we're going to move now into some yin poses that are modified for pregnancy, so we don't hold them for very long. And we also don't go into a really intense stretch, so it's a little bit more like a restorative pose. So if you have a block or a cushion, bring that in now, and we're going to come into swan pose. So we're taking the right knee in front, so just walking it forwards. So hands stay underneath the shoulders, left knee stays underneath the hip. And then you're going to take the right foot and bring it in front of your left knee. And then if it feels good, start to press back the left ankle, press that foot back, and then sit back into your right hip. Now I like to put a block under my right hip. And you want it to feel like a stretch, but not uncomfortable, not painful. You can also put your block or cushion, so this one, to make it a bit higher, I can put it upwards. So see what feels good for you. And gently closing down your eyes. Often lots of, especially in women, lots of trauma and pain can get lodged in our hips. And this is really connected to the element of tree, so deeply moving into our hip mobility really helps to move any stagnation. And hold on for 3 more breaths. And then gently bringing the knees back to hip distance apart. And to transition, what we're going to do, and I'm going to face forward to show you this, we're going to take the right elbow up in front at a 90-degree angle, and then take the left arm under, and then wrap the left wrist around the right. Okay, so right arm in front, take the left arm under, and then wrap the left hand around the right wrist. From here, you're taking the fingertips to the ceiling. Just holding, feeling that stretch in your mid-back. 2, 3, and then let go. We're going to shake out the arms. Really nice. And now we're going to come down into swan pose on the left. So coming onto all fours, knees under hips, arms under shoulders. And this time we're taking the left knee up and take the left foot in front of the right knee and then slide the right leg back so you're pressing your toes away. And then you're taking the block and placing it in the space underneath your left hip. Lovely. And just notice how it feels on this side. Does it feel tighter? Does it feel more freer? Gently closing down your eyes. Tuning into any feelings that are here, anything that is rising up, any sensations, noticing any smells or sounds or tastes in your mouth. Really being in your body right now, being with your baby. And holding for 3 more breaths. And then gently rising back up. And we're going to come into our arm twist. So taking the left arm up in front now. Taking the right arm under the left. And then taking the right hand, wrapping it around the left wrist. Stretching your fingertips to the ceiling. Now you can look up. Lifting your chin up to the ceiling. And exhale, sigh it out, and then really give those arms a shake. Lovely. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Our last yin pose is shell stretch or child's pose. So taking the knees as wide as the mat, into a wide leg child's pose, sitting right back. See how that feels, and bringing your hands together and your head onto the back of your hands. Now if that feels like too much pressure in your hips or pelvis, you can bring in a bolster or a cushion between your hips, in between your legs even. Or you can play about with your knees. You don't have to take them so wide. Holding for 2 more breaths. And then gently rise. Bringing your knees back to hip distance apart. And now we're going to bring the feet a little bit wider. It depends on how far along you are in pregnancy. You might want to take your knees a little bit wider. For me, I need to take them a little bit wider to fit baby in because we're going to rock back and forwards now. Just making sure your feet are slightly wider than your knees and your knees as wide apart as you need them to be. Excuse me. Okay, from there we're going to move into some mobility work. So we're going to come back and forwards. You can add the breath, exhale to lower, inhale to rise. Lovely. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. Come into a seated position now. And we're going to use our hands to start to massage and move the tissue on the sides of our body, starting with our jaw. So we're just gently circling and moving that up into the temples. Gentle circular massage. You can close your eyes to really connect with how that feels. Coming into the neck, you can kind of use your knuckles. Stroking upwards. Getting into those traps muscles at the tops of your shoulders. On both sides. And then rub on the arms. On the inside. Coming down your sides. All the way from your ribs to the outside of your knees. Down the outside of your calves. Inside. Inner. Your feet. Your soles of your feet. Tops of your feet. And then taking your thumbs, going into the sides of your back, into those muscles, those thick muscles above your hips. And you can just rock side to side as you gently put in a little bit of pressure up and down the spine. Into those thick muscles in your back. Really nice. We're going to shake the arms out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to wiper the legs. So taking the feet out in front, slightly wider than hip distance apart, and rocking side to side. So you take the knee to the floor if you can, knee to the floor, and the outside knee just softens out to the side. Really nice. And now we're going to shake the legs. That's going to feel a little bit hard to do. Just give them a little shake, a little kick. You can do both together. Really nice. Really well done. So we're going to move into the kind of part of the class now that is a flow. So it's a little bit more energetic, a little bit more intense, where we've went through the stillness and the mobility, and now we're moving up into the intense part of the session. So for this part, you will need a block, a yoga block or a Pilates block. And we're going to begin on all fours. So bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under hips, And we're going to add the breath here. We're going to inhale to look up and allow baby to soften towards the mat. And then exhale, hugging baby in towards your spine, arching your back up towards the ceiling, tucking in your tailbone, tucking in your chin. Inhale to reverse, tummy softens, pelvis lifts up, neck and chin lift up. Exhale to round. So moving through that in your own time, you can close your eyes, get into that internal rhythm that feels good for you. As slow or as fast as you like it. Really connecting to your breath. Feeling baby move with you. Really nice. Coming back to center. Taking your knees a little bit wider. And taking the left hand forwards. We're going to slide the right hand, palm facing up, underneath the left arm, and we're going to slide the fingertips away. Bring your right ear to the mat. Hold them for an in-breath, and then as you exhale, taking the right hand up towards the ceiling, gaze into your right palm. Lovely. We're going to do that twice more. Breath in at the end. Exhale. Gazing into your right palm as you stretch the right fingertips to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, take the right hand to the ceiling. Really nice. And this time we're going to slide the right hand forward once we come back to all fours. Left palm up to the ceiling, and we're switching sides. So you're welcome to go ahead in your own time. Really nice. Taking the hands back to hip distance apart. The knees back to hip distance apart and the hands. And we're going to tuck the toes under now. And as we exhale, we're going to take the weight onto our hands and hover the knees off the floor. So the toes are tucked under. Exhale, hug baby, hover the knees. Inhale to lower. Exhale to hover. Inhale to lower. If your wrists give you any bother, you can take them forwards a little bit, or you can even do it onto fists. Lovely. 3, 2, and last time. Really nice. Walking the hands forwards now. As we exhale, we're going to hug baby to spine, coming into half plank. We're going to press, release, come back. Lift the hips up. Exhale, come forwards, press, release. Inhale, hips to ceiling. Exhale, hug baby, press, inhale. Really nice. Lovely, last two. Last time. Lovely. Just taking a short shell stretch. You're taking your knees wide, feet together, and pressing your hips back towards your heels. Stand there for a few breaths. Really nice. And then gently coming back onto all fours. We're going to stretch the left leg out behind now. Lift it up to hip height. And then we're going to circle it out to the side. So bend knee, 1, 2, 3. Switch directions for 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Take that leg in front now, but kind of off to the side with the foot pointing out at a 45-degree angle. And then we're going to circle for 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch directions for 1, 2, 3, 4. Really nice. Taking that foot in front now, the left foot. And we're going to stretch the left fingertips to the floor and the right hand overhead into mermaid. So your left ear's coming to your left shoulder, left fingertips to ceiling, right arm stretched overhead. You'll feel that probably on your right thigh. Lovely. Then taking the arms down by your side, keeping your fingertips wide. And we're going to sweep both arms overhead and take your weight onto the front foot. Feel that stretch on your right thigh. Gazing straight ahead. Gently take the weight onto the right knee. And we're going to take the arms, I'll show you now, into W. So staying in that position, taking the arms into W. And then take your left elbow onto your left knee. Reach the right arm over into mermaid. Twisting your body and looking to the right. Then sweep that right arm back towards your right calf, left hand to ceiling, gaze up into your left palm. For 3, 2, 1, release. Well done. Okay, we're going to take the knees down now, and we're going to switch sides. Coming back to all fours. This time we are going to take the right leg out, take it up to hip height, and then bend the knee, take the leg up and circle for 1, 2, 3. Switch direction for 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Take that foot, place it to the outer corner edge of your mat with your toes pointing outwards. Lovely. And then we're going to circle for 1, 2, 3, and switch. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Take that foot now. I'm going to turn and show you this that time from the front. Let's make sure you can see me okay. So we're taking the right foot forwards now. Lovely. And we're going to start with mermaid. So this time stretching the right fingertips to the floor, right ear to the right shoulder, left fingertips to ceiling, reaching to the right. Feeling your right ear come to your right shoulder. Then taking both arms up, bringing the weight onto the front legs. You're leaning forwards, feeling that stretch on the left thigh. Lovely. Then release the elbows into W, take the weight back onto your left knee. And taking the right elbow onto the right knee, taking the left fingertips overhead. Sweeping that left arm behind towards your left calf, taking the right hand to the ceiling, gazing up into your right palm. And then gently release. Well done. So we're going to take our block now. We're not going to use it right away, but let's keep it there. We're going to take the right foot out to the side in line with our left knee. And then we're going to bring our hands onto the floor. Okay. So you can tuck the left toes up and under, and we're gently going to rock back and forwards. Really nice. Great. Then taking the block now, turning it up in the tallest position. And it's going to stay in line with the right foot, left knee block. Hand onto your block. Other hand onto the right hip. Uncurl the left toes now. And see if it feels okay to take your right foot up and down. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And then take your right arm over into mermaid. Gently release, and then take your weight over the right foot, bending the right knee. Lovely. We're going to switch sides. Taking the block underneath, or in, out to the side of the right knee now, and taking your left foot out in line with the right knee. Hand onto your hip. You can bring some weight onto the block, and you're going to take the left leg up and down. Lovely. Take the left hand up to the ceiling, reaching it over into mermaid. And then coming back down, bend the left knee. You're going over and back, over that left foot. Really nice. Really nice. We're going to come into standing now. Part now. And we're going to take the feet nice and wide, slightly pointing outwards, and taking the arms up to shoulder height. Turn the right foot to 90 degrees, and then we're going to press the right fingertips past the right toes, gazing out past the right hand. So as if you're reaching out of the pelvis. From there, slide the right hand down the inside of the right knee, palm facing forward. Take the left hand to the ceiling, gazing up into the left palm. And then bending the right knee, taking your right elbow to lean on that knee, and now take the left arm overhead. And then taking that left arm all the way back, and as you come up tall, straighten the right knee, slide the left hand down the back of the left leg, take the right hand up to the ceiling, gaze into the right palm. Really nice. Coming back to centre, take the feet back to hip distance apart, slightly pointing outwards. Bringing the hands into prayer position, and we're going to squat. Lovely. And for this, just keeping your breath moving. It's all about flow, all about movement. Coming up to stand, just gently twisting to the left, twisting to the right. And then take the left foot forwards, the right leg comes behind, bending the left knee, and then sweep the arms up and overhead. Feeling that stretch down the right thigh. Really nice. Coming back into standing, we're going to take our hands onto the hips. And we're going to move in a figure of 8. So, drawing a figure of 8 with the pelvis. Going through one direction, and then 3 times in the opposite direction. Lovely, switch direction. Really nice. And from there we're going to kick out the arms, kick out the legs, give them a nice shake. And then taking the arms up overhead and a really deep exhale. Letting all that stagnation move. Last 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. We're going to repeat this now on the left. So taking the legs slightly wider than the hips, turn the left foot out to 90 degrees this time. Arms up to shoulder height. And then we're going to stretch those left fingertips past the left toes, gaze out over the left hand. Really nice. Bend the left knee, take the right arm overhead. And then sweep that right arm back and down the right thigh as you straighten the left knee and lean back towards the right hamstring, taking left arm up to the ceiling, gazing into your left palm. Really nice. Coming back to centre, toes just slightly pointing outwards, so we're going to bring our hands into prayer once more. And in your own time, you can count up to 10 squats. Really nice. Lovely. Coming up tall, coming into prayer, stretch to the left and twisting your body to the left. And then prayer stretch to the right. Now taking the right foot forwards, bend the knee slightly, left foot behind, toe, heel off the ground, sweeping the arms overhead. Taking the body weight into the right foot, feel that stretch on your left thigh. Really nice. Coming back to standing, hands go back onto the hips. And we're moving into our figure of 8. So the pelvis moving in that really lovely figure of 8 position. And you're doing 3 and 4 in one direction, and then switch direction. Really nice. Now shaking out the arms, shaking out the legs, and kicking. And then we're going to move into our sides. So we're taking a deep breath in, arms overhead. Exhale, sigh. So going in your own time. Really using the voice. You can create some sound here if you want. Lovely. We'll go 3 more times. Really nice. Well done. So once you've completed those, we're going to slow it all down now. So you're going to come down onto the mat, and if you have a bolster, take that in now. If you don't have a bolster, you're going to bring in a few pillows stacked up on top of each other. So we're going to bring in the bolster or pillows. Depending on how far on you are in pregnancy, you can keep the bolster above baby, rest here, or you can take the bolster down in between your hips and pelvis and underneath your baby. So see how that feels, position it in a way that works for you. And once you've got into your position, we're just simply going to take the arms out in front and then take the right hand over the left. And then rest your head down. So it doesn't matter if the left elbow bends onto the mat. And you're going to look to the left side. The right hand is on top of the left. Hips back towards your heels as far as they're allowed, the bolster or pillows allow. And you're going to close down your eyes and just simply rest in this position. Really allowing yourself to come back to stillness, back to rest. All the work is done. And there's space now for whatever has been shaken up to move, to settle, to integrate. Hold them for 2 more breaths. And then gently coming back onto your hands and knees. We're just going to rock back and forwards 3 to 4 times. And then switch sides. So left hand comes over onto the right. You can take your right elbow to the mat and then look over your right shoulder. Rest your left ear on the pillows or bolster. I'm going to come out of the pose, but you're going to stay there for another couple of minutes. Tuning into what's here. Your breath, your body, your baby. Anything that's made itself known, anything that has risen in the practice. Tree energy shakes things up. And brings things to the surface so that they can move, flow, integrate. Allowing yourself to come and rest in the stillness. We're going to hold for 3 final breaths. And then very, very gently come into rest now. So we're going to come into the relaxation. So you might want to lie on your left side with a pillow under your head, a wheat bag on your eyes, your blankets, pillow between your knees, whatever you need to stay and to be comfortable and to stay comfortable throughout this short relaxation. I'm going to be playing the Shamanic drum, which is just behind me. And the reason I'm bringing in the drum is because, obviously the element of the drum is the beech. The frame is made from a beech tree, so wood. And because the energy of tree is kind of upward and moving and rhythmical, I felt that this would be a really beautiful way to connect to this playful, alive energy with the drum. So I'll play the drum for about 5 minutes, and I'll speak a little bit at the start. And afterwards, when I finish, I really invite you to stay in the stillness if you have time and space, just for a few more minutes in the silence, or maybe play a song. But see if you can just let yourself stay on the journey of stillness for another 5 minutes or so once I complete the drum journey and bring this session to a close. So the beat I'm going to use for the drum journey is a steady, solid beat, and that is connected to the yang energy of tree, the upward rising energy. And my intention is for you to connect and trust in the playful communication with your baby. So anchoring into that solid holding of Mother Earth and trusting the playful connection with your baby. So you can, of course, set your own intention. Allowing yourself now to be a channel, a vessel for deep communication with your baby. Being held by Mother Earth, Cosmic Mother, journeying to the deep spaces within. Beautiful energy that is creating new life. Go to your baby, meet your baby. You can listen, receive, play, and infuse this experience with love and joy. Simply resting in the stillness now. Being with whatever moved for you throughout this drum journey. I invite you to rest now in this space, this stillness. You can either rest in silence or play some music. Give yourself some space to allow this to move and integrate. And sending love to your precious baby. You can take your hand to your womb space and your heart space. Feel all that love. Let it infuse your body. Let it feed you. Let it nourish you. Let it move you. Showing gratitude to your body, yourself, for showing up to move through this practice. What a beautiful practice, a beautiful way to serve your body, your mind, your whole being, your baby. I'm sending you my love. Thank you.